Hello, my name is Natalie Gordon, and I am a school trust specialist with the State Board of Education. This is a presentation we've put together to help principals understand their responsibilities with their school community council. Principals have many responsibilities for school councils. These are outlined on our website. First, the principal is the chief executive officer and instructional leader of the school. The principal acts as manager of the school and assures the legal compliance of school processes and is accountable for all fiscal matters. The principal encourages participation from students, staff, parents, and the community. And principals are responsible to the district administration and have many specific responsibilities related to councils. But the principal may not act as the chair, vice chair, or co-chair of the council. Here's what this really means. You're the CEO of the school. You are responsible for what happens. Schools don't work without stakeholder buy-in. And school community councils are parent-driven. But you have a responsibility to work with the chair of the council to make your school community council successful. This chart shows the annual statewide distribution of the School Land Trust Program funds in millions of dollars from the beginning of the program in the 2000-2001 school year, where $4.9 million was distributed. In the 2019-2020 school year, we have distributed $82.66 million to schools across Utah. This amount is almost 2% of the WPU and is some of the only discretionary funding school communities receive. How can we protect this unique funding source? By following the rules and doing it right. The principal's roles in state code include serving as an ex officio member of the council with full voting privileges, partnering with the council to ensure that adequate on- and off-campus internet filtering is installed and configured to prevent viewing of harmful content by students, coordinating a discussion of school safety principles with the council and district administration, notice and overseeing elections to the council for both parent members and school employee members, entering the names of the council members on the schoolandtrust.org website on or before October 20th, and the principal may not serve as chair or vice chair of the council. Principals are also required before October 20th to post the following information on the school website and in the school office: the proposed council schedule for the year, contact information for each council member, and a summary of how the school's School Land Trust Program money was used in the prior year to improve academic excellence. Also, principals are required to complete reports on schoolandtrust.org both in the fall and the spring. Please remember, the information on your school website and on schoolandtrust.org is public information. Don't put anything on these websites that shouldn't be available on a public website. This includes student-specific data or data that could be used to determine a student's identity. Principals also work to develop the school's teacher and student success plan in accordance with the LEA Governing Board framework. They solicit input on developing the success plan from the school community council. Please understand, the new law requires the council to select a component of the approved success plan to address with the council's School Land Trust Program funds. The principal is also required to provide a signed written assurance that the school is in compliance with the law to establish a council. This includes proper election procedure, the creation of a school land trust plan by the council advising the district on child access and routing, a digital citizenship discussion, and a safety principles discussion with plan implementation. Best practices for principals include attending any trainings provided by the district or by our section here at the State Board of Education, encouraging your chair and other council members to attend the trainings, and utilizing the training information on schoolandtrust.org. The work of councils involves consulting with the principal on the teacher and student success plan, A best practice is to consult with the principal in the fall on the current year's plan and work with the principal in the spring as he or she prepares the plan for the next year. The council is also responsible to create and implement the School Land Trust Plan. The council should review digital citizenship at the school and make sure that the needs of the students are being met, and should also have a safety principles discussion with implementation of a safety principles plan to improve student safety at the school. Please remember that the council acts as an advisory committee to the local board. The local board is ultimately responsible. Local boards are approving entities for School Land Trust plans, and the School Land Trust plan comes to the local board first for their approval. Local boards determine the due dates of the plans and read and approve the plans or return the plans to the council for amendment and resubmission before May 15th. Then, the School Children's Trust section at the State Board of Education reviews the plans for compliance with law and rule. The local board selects your due date, and the local board must submit all plans and signature pages to the School Children's Trust section no later than May 15th. When preparing your plan in the spring for the next year, please remember that School Land Trust program expenditures should be used for data-driven and evidence-based practices and services. Your goals are required to be student-centered, measurable, and improve academic performance. Local boards may not require a council to spend funds on a specific use. A council may spend no more than $7,000 on civic and character education, digital citizenship training, or safety principle instruction, and those items must be part of a measurable academic goal. Also, if behavioral interventions are included in your plan, they must also be part of a measurable academic goal. The local board has the responsibility to make sure that the money is being spent to meet critical academic needs and that it directly impacts the instruction of students and improves academic excellence at the school. Sometimes councils review their spending or find new assessment data that shows that their plan needs to be amended. Remember that amendments must be approved by the local school board and reviewed by the State Board of Education School Children's Trust section before funds can be expended. All amendments must be reviewed and approved by the council. And always ask yourself the question when thinking of an amendment: would this be allowed in a plan? Will this help improve student academic performance and help with a measurable academic goal? Final reports are due October 20th for the prior year's plan. When filling out the final report, please make sure the plan was implemented as approved and that the expenditures match the plan. If these things aren't what happened, you can make notes in your final report to explain the circumstances, and your district or the State Board of Education School Children's Trust section can provide you with additional training and support. Always updated on the school website should be the council members with their names and contact information, the meeting schedule for the year, a copy of the Teacher and Student Success Plan, a report to parents on how School Land Trust funds were used in the prior year and what was achieved, the council's rules of order and procedure, a chart of dollar amounts received each year, and an opportunity for parents to serve on the council, letting them know how they can directly influence the expenditure of these funds. 1 week prior to the meeting, it is required to post on the school website a notice of the meeting with the time, place, and date, a meeting agenda with action items properly identified, and the draft minutes from the previous meeting. Councils are required to retain approved minutes for 3 years, but only the current year minutes need to be on the school's website. Minutes are reviewed to verify that issues are properly discussed, that they are correctly posted on the agenda, voted on, and reported as noted in the minutes. All votes should be documented in the minutes. Any budget decisions should be in the minutes. Amendments should show in the minutes. and attendees, absences, and a roll call of who votes and how they vote should also be in the minutes. Management of school and trust funds will generally be done by your district business manager. If the expenditures don't match the plans, it's not just a district problem. The school is also non-compliant. The district staff can also reallocate the annual distribution if there are boundary changes, opening or closing schools, so that the funds can follow the students. A data discussion is required to be performed by the council before planning begins. The council can review more than end-of-year assessments, but must make sure that they are not reviewing student-specific data. Please make your data discussion parent-friendly so that the parents can help identify critical academic needs in the school. In your upcoming plan, it's important to be as brief as possible while providing all necessary information. The goal really only needs to be one statement. Make sure it's measurable, academic, and student-focused. The measurement should tell what the assessment is and how we will know if we've reached the goal. The action plan should list every expenditure that's going to be made with a discussion of how that expenditure will help meet the goal. Please answer the "if we receive more money" question thoughtfully. This could prevent your school from having to amend your plan if additional funds become available. Often we're asked how to write a measurable, student-focused academic goal. If you begin with your required data review, measurable, student-centered academic goals write themselves. This school was reviewing their end-of-year mathematics assessment data and realized that they would like to have additional growth on that assessment. That's how they create their goal. Their measurement of the goal is to review the same data that they were reviewing before to see if growth was made. The action plan lists what they will do to meet the goal, and the expenditures show what they'll need to purchase. If you begin with a list of items you want to purchase, it's difficult to write a measurable academic goal. Please remember your data discussion is required to identify your critical academic needs, and your goals should stem from that data discussion. Other best practices include reviewing information on elections before your school holds its election, and call the School Children's Trust section at the State Board of Education for any needed clarifications. Review your land trust plan budget throughout the year and make sure the money is being spent accurately according to the plan. Be aware of carryover and implement the plan as approved or amend it. Please remember to involve your council in reviewing current and prior year implementation of school land trust plans. Make sure you're reviewing the current year implementation with the council. If amendments are needed, please make the amendments. Include in your final report if the expenditures were consistent with those outlined in the plan, and if the actions taken led to improved academic performance in areas of critical academic need. And take the time at the end of the year to review the school's financial expenditures with the district to make sure items were properly coded. Other best practices that make for successful councils include recognizing the strengths of your council and helping the chair be the chair. The chair is required by law to help set the agenda for the meetings and to chair the meetings. Please encourage your chair and have them contact us for any additional training that's needed. Please feel free to contact us at the Utah State Board of Education School Children's Trust section or see us on our website, www.schoollandtrust.org. Thank you.